guest. Welcome to today's Big Brother Over the Top updates and spoilers. Our house guest of the day is Emily Steele. What's up, girl? Thank you so much for your support. And if you guys want to be our house guest of the day, check out our Patreon link in the info box below. Alright, so where are we at? Yesterday, they had the power veto ceremony. Shelby used it on Morgan, and there was no replacement nominee because Morgan was nominated by America, which means that Jason and Danielle are up on the block. One of them's going home. Okay, well, this next thing tells you who it is. Danielle was crying outside by the pool because she knows she's going home. There's no way that she can turn it around, or at least she doesn't think so. So I guess she's just not going to fight to stay, which is surprising because she's such a big super fan, but she's all like, I can't campaign against Jason. Alright, so then Morgan and Justin were having a strategy chat out on the hammock. He didn't even realize that she was out there at first, and I think he was saying stuff to, like, Christy and Jason, and then he was like, oh, you're out here. Alright, so then Justin was like, I know we made a deal for the final 4, but I'm actually thinking more like final 3. So Morgan's like, wait a second. So she says, if you and Christy want to toss this next HOH to me, I'll just get all the blood on my hands and take out Jason for you. So she's saying, like, if Jason does end up staying next week, he's going to target her, not y'all. So it would be good for them. And she's saying, like, if one of us wants to have a chance to win, like, we're going to have to get rid of Jason. He can't go to the final 3. So then she's just making it even better for Justin. She's like, yeah, I could put up Chrissy as the pawn next to Jason. So then she doesn't have to vote him out. And we'll take care of this whole thing. It's all clean. It's all done. So Justin's like, yeah, sounds good. Like, I totally see a final 3 with me, you, and Chrissy. And he's saying, like, I know you're, like, best friends with Shelby right now, but we're not going to be able to beat her in the final 3. She's been winning a lot of competitions. And Morgan agrees. She's like, I know. I want to win this game. Like, I didn't come all this way to just lose. So then Justin spills some info. He's like, I told Shelby that I would protect her over you. Like, I'm not going to be able to take care of both of you. But it's actually the other way around. He says he would actually want to take Morgan to the final 3 over Shelby, which is what I said the other day. Okay, so then Morgan's like, yeah, if I go to the finale, I want the best chance of winning. So, like, she's saying she's all for getting rid of Shelby before the final 3. She would love to go to the end with Justin and Chrissy. I gotta say, that would be kind of an anticlimactic final 3 there. But anyway, Danielle and Chrissy were chatting in the kitchen. Danielle says that she is at peace with leaving. I've noticed she hasn't been, like, sulking around that much. She's been having a good time with her friends the last few days, which is nice. But at the same time, it would have been, you know, more interesting and, I don't know, just, like, better to see her fight to stay. But anyway, she's like, honestly, if I was at the end with Jason, I'd be more happy to see him win than I would be winning myself. And Chrissy is just like, I know, I was thinking the same thing. What the frick is wrong with these people? Oh my god, it's like they were hired to help Jason get to the end and win. It's insane. And don't get me wrong, I love Jason. I'm a huge Jason fan, but, like, what is going on here? Do you... whatever. Okay, so then Danielle is talking more and more about how much she wants Jason to win. She's saying it would change his life, and it would be a huge, like, self-esteem boost for him and everything, because he's such a big fan of the show, which is nice, but, like, Danielle was talking about how she, like, needs this and stuff before, and now she's just like, I really want Jason to win over anyone. So then, I mean, herself included, which is the crazy part. So then Chrissy's saying, well, I'm going to have to get Justin alone and figure out what kind of deal he's got going with Shelby and Morgan. Oh, you know exactly what kind of deal it is. But she's like, I think that Justin made this final 4 with them that includes me, but, like, they did this without my knowledge. Come on, Chrissy! She really does need to come up with a better lie, because this is ridiculous. So she's saying, like, I'm going to have to win this HOH so that I can protect Jason next week. Okay, so then Christy and Justin were chatting in the bathroom area, and Justin is drying his hair, and he's just like, you know, I just want you to know, whatever happens, whatever I end up doing, it's going to be in our best interest, like, both of us. So Christy's like, are you going to throw this HOH competition? And he's like, what? I don't know. You know he wants to. So then Christy's saying, like, we're going to lose if we go to the end with Shelby. Like, she is making up quite a resume for herself. We can't take her to the end. And Justin's like, listen, I've got this foolproof plan to get us both, you know, first and second place, and then Morgan getting third. So, like, just trust me. And Christy's like, Shelby's gotta go before Jason, right? Like, that's the plan. And Justin's just like, what? He is not addressing that. He wants Jason to go next week. He wants Jason out of the way. So I don't usually talk about the daily recaps on here, but I just had to mention that in yesterday's, there was a diary room from Chrissy where she was talking about Morgan revealing this secret that she is actually Alex's sister, which is true, as we know. But Chrissy in the DR was just like, I don't believe that for 1 second. She's just making up anything she can right now, and it's like insulting my intelligence or something. Oh my god! They look exactly like, I can't believe nobody figured this out on their own, and now somebody told her, and she doesn't believe it, and she still hasn't told anyone about it yet. Wow. Okay, so then it was time for the live DRs, and again, I just don't understand Chrissy's thinking at all. First of all, she calls Morgan and Shelby cowards for going after Jason and Danielle this week. How in the world does that make them cowards for going after two of the strongest players? Also, would Chrissy prefer that they go after her and Justin? I don't understand that. Also, she keeps saying she wants to go to the end with Jason and Justin. She says that Justin would take a gracious third place. I kind of want Chrissy to make it to the end just because I want to see, like, how she pleads her case to America. I want to see what kind of game she thinks that she's been playing. Okay. Then Morgan was saying she wants to go to the end with Justin and Chrissy. She really likes this final three that Justin brought up because, yeah, she really likes Shelby as a person, but she's realizing she cannot beat her in the end. She wants to win. Shelby, on the other hand, was saying she does want to go to the end with Morgan, but she, you know, she thinks she can beat her. And I think that's probably true. So then Justin, he's up, and he's saying that he doesn't want to win this next HOH. He wants to see Morgan win and take out Jason for him so he doesn't have to do it. Jason's out of the way. He doesn't feel like he can beat Jason in the end. So he also says he wants to go to the end with Morgan and Chrissy. Okay. Jason gets in there for his live DR. He does want to win this next HOH. Originally he didn't, but now he's like, crap, I gotta do this. I gotta split up Morgan and Shelby. Preferably getting rid of Shelby because she is the bigger threat to him. And he's thinking about final three, and like a lot of people, he wants to bring Chrissy for obvious reasons. I'm sure he wants to see what she would say to America too. But anyway, he's not sure if he would want that third person to be Justin or Morgan. He's very close with Justin. He wants to stay loyal to him. But at the same time, he doesn't feel like he would beat Justin as easily as Morgan, who he hasn't really worked with, but he feels like he can beat her. So he's going to be thinking about that. And then Danielle's turn. She was campaigning to America for Jason. She was like, help him out. I want to see somebody who loves this game win, not like some friggin' recruit. Okay. So then Danielle and Jason were strategizing last night, and Danielle tells him either you or Chrissy have to win this next HOH to pull Justin back in. He's going to go wherever the power is. Probably true. And Danielle and Justin, there was a lot of tension with them last night. Every time Justin would say something to Danielle, she was just like, she didn't want to hear it. She's pretty upset that he's staying in the house when he, like, knew nothing about the game coming in. She's, like, such a big fan. And he was telling her, like, for real, though, if you come to New Orleans, like, call me and we'll hang out or whatever. And she was just like, no. Okay, so anyway, the late night jamboree was studying last night, except Justin, not so much. But the others are pretty good on the dates, so it'll be interesting to see if it is, like, a dates competition or whatever. All right, today. Was Christy trying to game today? The answer is yes. She went up to the HOH room to talk to Shelby and Morgan, and she was like, you know what? I know, Morgan, you've been telling me that it would be good for me to throw this next HOH so that you can take out Jason, but I think it'd actually be better if I won the HOH because Jason trusts me. He wouldn't expect me to target him. So she's basically telling Morgan to throw the HOH here. And she's like, yeah, we have to backdoor him. That's the only way to do it. So I'm going, you know, if I put up the two of you, Jason wouldn't try as hard in the veto, and he would even maybe throw it to me because he thinks that he's safe, and then I would put him up on the block. Come on now, don't be ridiculous. So then Justin joins them, and Christy tells him the new plan to backdoor Jason, and Justin keeps saying like, right, right, right. You can tell he is not into this because Justin wants Jason to go next week. But I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see what happens here. So Justin and Christy leave. And finally, we hear what Morgan and Shelby really think. They discuss what just transpired. Morgan immediately says, I don't believe a word that Christy just said. Thank you. Morgan says she's not going to throw this competition, but we've seen how Morgan has done in the past. So I don't know. It's going to be a tough one tonight. But tonight is also the eviction. Danielle is going home. And then we'll have a new HOH. So let me know in the comments who you guys are rooting for. And until tomorrow, much love.
Edit.